This is PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Travis tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Travis tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat.
Hey guys, it's me, Travis with PlayerProps.ai, and this is where we're locking in for the Wednesday MLB games. Let's do a quick recap. If you paid attention to the words coming out of my mouth yesterday, congratulations, you have more money today than you started with yesterday. We had our under Chicago White Sox pitcher play, and the AI actually was like 100% got the exact amount of strikeouts correct. So when I explain this to our Discord and all the other videos I do, which plug for the Discord again. If you're not in the free Discord, then I don't know what you're doing. Anyway, we always say not to chase the projection number. So if somebody's line is, let's say, 3.5 strikeouts and their projection is 5.8, you're not betting on that pitcher getting 5.8 strikeouts or 6 or 5. You're simply betting on them going over 3.5. So that's a huge thing. We're not alting the line to make it pay more. We're not altering the line to make it pay less. This system is based on you betting the true available line. Now, once you find that, then you go to the player props comparison tool, and then you see, okay, now that we're betting, we know which line we want. Let's see which book has the best true line and not an alt line. Anywho, Chicago White Sox pitcher had a line of 4.5. We said he's going under. The AI said he should be getting 3.00 strikeouts. And guess how many we finished with? 3.00 strikeouts. So once in a while, AI is super specific accurate. But again, even if he got 4 strikeouts, we still would have hit. So it doesn't really matter. I'm still working on the studio setup. I know after the show, I'm going to be doing a few of the more heavier items. So I know that for tomorrow's show, it's going to be looking a whole lot different than today's does. We're getting a little bit of like the purple tint. I showed a picture in the Discord. We put like LEDs like bordering the wall, but I got some more LEDs coming today. This is going to look so cool. And you're going to see like, oh man, he went from this to this to this to this. And then the journey of the design is going to blow your mind. Make sure that you're doing the free stuff. I would say this every single day. I've said this every single day for the last probably 10 years of my life. You have to do the free stuff. If you are not subscribed to this channel, you should not be betting because it's free. If you have not downloaded the free version of the PlayerProps.ai app, you should not be betting because it's free. If you've not created a free PlayerProps.ai account on the free app, you should not be betting because that's free. If you have not joined the free PlayerProps.ai Discord and connected your accounts together, your PlayerProps.ai account with your Discord account to unlock the channels, and you can do that by just clicking the Connect Discord button on your PlayerProps profile page, you should not be betting because it's free. Stop betting. You do not have to be betting every single day. It is not, if you are overcome with the urge that you feel like you have to bet every single day, then that's when you should stop betting altogether. But with what we've set up for you, what we've built, this amazing app, this award-winning app, this amazing community that you saw the picture we shared with you earlier this week where we had a lot of our longer tenured members fly to Orlando, Florida, and we all hung out and had a great time at a little event/party that we put together for you guys. There's so much that we can do to help you, but if you don't even try to help yourself, that is a sign from whoever you want to say it's from that you should not be betting. You have to do the free stuff. So when you're looking at your plays today and you're pulling up the PlayerProps.ai app, well, I mean, let's say you're looking at betting and you're not pulling up the PlayerProps.ai app, you're not checking the PlayerProps.ai Discord, you're not taking advantage of all the free stuff that's available to you, that's the sign. You shouldn't be betting. Do all the free stuff first, and then you can start researching after we correct a lot of your mistakes on what you do betting-wise or research-wise, whatever it may be. Anywho, let's find something for Wednesday. Let's see if we can get the streak going here. Okay. So we're going to do what we always do on the show. We're going to take our line. We're going to make it 3 minimum for strikeouts. We're going to make the difference. It's like 23 we did yesterday. Only 3 pitchers pop up. 2 of them are positive, 1 of them is negative. Sonny Gray, projection 7.09, line is 5.5. Kikuchi, which I think is on our ban list, but only when he was on Toronto, so we'll have to look into that in a second. 5.5 line, 6.99 projection. And then Jack, 4.5 strikeout line, 3.29 projection. So we have 3 pitchers just based off filtering. And I know on the screen you can only see these 2 here because I have it zoomed in so much. So when I select the over, you can see Jack underplay. So we check the box. Is the line big enough? Yes, it's 3.5 or higher. Check, check, check on all 3 pitchers. Is the difference from the line high enough? For the 2 overplays, check, yes. It's at least 1.0 higher. Is at least 1.0 lower for the underplay of Jack? Check, yes. So we're 2 for 2 on the trifecta check. The next thing we're going to check is, do the sports books agree with the side that you're targeting? Sonny Gray, we're targeting his over. Sportsbooks favor the over. Check. Kikuchi, we're targeting the over. Is his line? His line's minus 115 on both sides. So if it's the same on both sides, you can still say it's a check because if it's equal, then it's just a wash. So it's a just check mark. And then when we come to Jack, the sportsbooks are favoring his over, and they're not favoring his under, but he's an underplay of plus 100. Now, we can actually check that, check the odds of other books before we start going into crazy research by going to the player props comparison tool. So we're looking for Jack. Hold on. I forgot Jack's on a new team now. He's on Texas now. That's right. Originally was on the Cubs. So going to Texas game. Cincinnati Reds. So DraftKings is what we were just looking at, plus 100. If we were looking at FanDuel, it's same both sides, so it's kind of that push check mark that we had for Kikuchi because it's the same. For Bet Rivers, they're favoring the under. So if you're going under, you want to get DraftKings since it's plus 100, but knowing that other sports books are either equal or favoring the under, that allows us to still play Jack. So when you're checking that check mark of the trifectas box, and if you're like, what the heck is trifectas? What is this guy talking about? We mentioned this in every single video. We have 555 videos on our YouTube channel, but it's really easy for you to see this. After you connect your accounts, your PlayerProps.ai and Discord account to unlock the free channels, one of the free channels in Discord is just called Trifectas. And it tells you for every single sport, for every single stat, these are the 3 or 4 things you should be looking for to check the boxes before continuing on with that prop bet. So, because there are books that have him equal, like FanDuel with the minus 113 both sides, Bet Rivers even favors the under, we can still consider this as a check, the sportsbooks favor the under, or just the same thing we did with Kikuchi. So now what I want to do, I'm going to pull up the Discord, and look at our MLB ban list channel. Yeah, Kikuchi was on the ban list when he was with Toronto, but I think that he's done okay since he became a non-Toronto pitcher. He still has his Toronto image up here. But yeah, like if we're going all the way back to the end of last season, out of 9 games, he got 7 out of 9 games where he got at least 6 strikeouts or more. So he's got strikeout stuff. I mean, 9, 8, 12, 8. Projection is essentially 6.99. His first start of the year, he versus Chicago White Sox, which typically are a really high strikeout team. Well, they changed a lot of stuff, so hopefully they're better than they were last year, which was horrible. But yeah, 5 strikeouts in his first start, which essentially is a push, or not a push, but hooked. That's what I'm looking for. Hooked because he was 0.5 away. Pay attention to these as well. When you're looking at the rosters, if you go here and you see, what is this? Kikuchi, left-handed pitcher. You want to look at the roster of the other side. Do they have a lot of left-handed hitters? Do they have a lot of right-handed hitters? Well, we can see the LRs up and down here. So out of their entire projected lineup, there's only 3 batters they have that are lefties. Everybody else is a righty. So Versus lefties, so far this season, he's only versed 3 lefties in his 1 start. Struck out 2 of the 3, it looks like, 66.7%. He's versed 20 righties so far. He's only struck out 15% of the righties through, 5 innings. Let me see. Here, sorry, I keep forgetting I have to scroll for you guys to see what I'm talking about. He doesn't really have a high strikeout rate against righties so far this season because he's versed 20 of them and he's only struck out 15. His average strikeouts so far this season over a 9-inning game is 5.4. And he's only probably going to get like 5 or 6 innings here. And so if he can't even get 5.5 on this rating here through an entire full 9-inning game, versus righties anyway. But this is interesting as well. So if he pitched a 9-inning game only against lefties, this metric, and you can click this here. If you don't know what these mean, click this here to see what that stuff means. But this metric here is if he pitched a full 9 innings, how many strikeouts would he have? So in this example, based on his success against lefties so far this season, and he's only versed 3 of them, if he only pitched against lefty hitters and he pitched a full 9 innings, statistically, he would have 18 strikeouts. So he's doing better against the lefty-lefty matchup, not so much against the righty matchup. And then again, we just said a lot of righties here. I mean, Nootbaar's a pretty good hitter, but I think majority of the best hitters they have on this lineup are righties. So I'm going to go ahead and say we're not playing Kikuchi, based on all the things I just said. So now we have 2 left. We have Sonny Gray with Jack. Well, let's look at Sonny Gray. I believe he was an overplay in his first start, and he had, I think it was over 4.5 or maybe 5.5, and he hit. You see this man. So head-to-head's also interesting. Last season, what is this, 923? So if this is 9, so this I think is 2 seasons ago, and then this was last season because it's, yeah, 5/14 2020 2024. So he only versed the Angels once in the last 365 days, and during that he had 9 strikeouts. I don't think the Angels' offense is insanely different. What I do like, if we span out 20 games, you see this graph here. I do like that there's only 3 Reds in a span of 20 games. This man has gotten 6 strikeouts or more in 17 of 20 games, of 9 of 10, and then 4 of 5. The sportsbooks are favoring the over. His accuracy is a very, very, very high 73.1. This is actually really crazy here. Projections say he's getting 7.09. Of course, we're not betting on him getting 7. We're just betting on him getting 6 or more. It looks like when his line opened, it actually opened at 6.5. You see here in the line movement. And then it bumped down, I don't know, maybe 13 minutes ago to 5.5. You can go down here. You can look at this again. If he pitched a full 9 innings only against righties, he'd have 9.8 strikeouts. If he pitched a full 9 innings only against lefties, he'd have 13.5. Either way, you mix those together, and he's going to have, what, like, what's the average of this? Like 11 maybe strikeouts over a 9-inning game. Strikeout percentage against lefties, 28, 30. Both those numbers, really nice. Angels lineup has 2 switch hitters. That's what S means. 2 switch hitters and 1 lefty. So essentially, I mean, since he's been doing good on both, I don't know if they're going to bat. They're probably going to bat left, I guess, against him because he's right-handed. I don't know. They'll figure it out. Okay, so before we, two more things I want to do. So I'm going to look at Sonny Gray's line on other books to see if we're going over, we're going to see if it's less than 5.5 on any book. It's 6.5 on Hard Rock because Hard Rock hates everybody, but it's 5.5 here. So it says if you're going over 5.5 on Sonny Gray, ESPN Bet has the best payout at minus 125. You make the most money there. So now the last thing we want to do is you want to look at this underplay here of Jack. The last 4 games of last season, he got 5 strikeouts or more. The last game of last season only had 1. I'm not sure if he even pitched how many innings he got there before he got lit up. And then his first start this season so far on March 28th, 4 strikeouts. I think so. He's versed 10 batters this season. He's a strikeout rate of 10% against them. So he only struck out 1 out of 10 batters, but his lefties is 30%. Cincinnati, left, switch, left, switch, left. So 3 lefties, 2 switches, all the rest right-handers. Okay. So now we have a good understanding of both of those. We do what we always do. Over the course of this few games of the season, which team has struck out the most? It's still Washington up here at top. So if we're going over against the Angels, Angels are right there in the middle. They struck out about 7.8 times a game. And then for these matchups are, hold on. Texas, Cincinnati. I keep forgetting this guy's on Texas now. Okay, so we're seeing Cincinnati. Oh, that is the NFL Cincinnati. They're trending towards the bottom. You see here Cincinnati is top 10 roughly in fewest strikeouts, 7.6. So if you want to look at Jack under, you can. But I think for this show, I think we're going to do Sonny Gray. And the Cardinals are doing pretty good this season as well. So far, anyway. But I think that's what we're going to do. So you can consider the other one. It's not going to be the one we're going to wind up on. But I think I like Sonny's at like a fraction higher. Just because there's more things trending in his direction. But ladies and gentlemen, I wish you good luck. I hope that you actually listen to the words coming out of my mouth and you apply yourself and you do the free stuff before you're betting another penny. We do everything in our power to make sure all of our members curb their losses through just a better understanding of what to bet and not to bet. Not even like, oh, this player or not this player, but just like this type of parlay versus that type of parlay, this single bet versus that. We handhold and educate the crap out of you guys, but you have to be willing to join the environment and listen to the words coming out of my mouth and use the tools as directed to win. There's not a single person in 12 months that has done every single thing in terms of following the guidelines, using the app as directed, that has not curbed their losses. So if you want to be part of that, we have hundreds of thousands of dollars won and winning screenshots. We have tens of thousands of users who will easily vouch and say, yes, like definitely sign up. This stuff is legit. But you don't even need to reference testimonials or winning screenshots. You just need to lock in for free. If you lock in for free, you're going to automatically start losing less as long as you do everything guidelines-wise and using the app correctly, even the free version of the app. So please, stop lighting your money on fire. Let us help you. Apply yourself. Download the free app. Create a free account. Get in the free Discord. Subscribe to the free YouTube channel. And connect your free PlayerProps.ai account to your free Discord account to unlock the free channels. We'll see you guys there. Good luck.